Hey guys, back again with another episode of fucking Jet Set Radio Future. We're gonna be doing Shibuya Terminal for this level, and there will be a cut in this episode because of the what was it? The last challenge of Shibuya Terminal, which is the unique challenge, is a fucking pain in the ass to do. It's one of the hardest. It's one of the, if not the hardest challenge in the game, the street challenge in the game. So I'm actually gonna change a bunch of I'm gonna see if there's anything new. So there's one of the new ones. There's a new one. It's let's see. So I'm trying to figure out like how many per thing. There's 20. Oh yeah, every 28. Every 28, after every 28 is another size. So the first 28, like 1 through 28 are super small. The next 28 are small, and the next are medium, and so on and so forth to extra large. I think the extra large and the large ones have probably the coolest designs. I mean, I can't quite remember some of the smaller, smaller, super small ones that well. But the bigger ones have a lot of there's a lot of cool ones that I like. So we're gonna play as Corn for the first run through this, and then I'm gonna shift to Beat for the challenge. So
let's hit this joint and cover up that freaky looking graffiti.
So there's Poison Jam is the first group of bad guys that. Well, apart from the Rokaku police, which is always kind of like the Rokaku group's always kind of like that looming, like those bad guys that you never really like. Apart from the police, you never really go against until like much later in the game. But so we have to spray over 35 different 35 graffiti. Of course, varying sizes. But first, we're going to go get the secret tape. Now, once you've done all the graffiti, Poison Jam, when you talk to Poison Jam, they'll come up to here, and that's when you normally would find, oh look, there's a secret tape. But I'm going to show it to you guys already for, all that. So grind combo, air combo, 25 tricks, 100,000, and platforms of that times 13. So that is the bus terminal one. And that is really fucking hard, because sometimes it's just like, you know what, I'm not going to register for you. You didn't do it the way that the game wants you to do it, so I'm not going to register. It's kind of stupid that way, but Oh, and also, the way I'm doing this is that, like, I'm completing an entire level and then moving on to the next level. Some people might just want to kind of spice it up and be like, here, look, we'll get a couple of graffiti souls and challenges done, later in the Let's Play. I want to just do the entire, like, maybe later in the game, I'm gonna just beat the level and then move on to another level and then come back to the challenges later. Because some of the levels, some of the later levels get really hard, and I wouldn't want to waste too much time trying to get challenges while I'm trying to do other things. But we do actually get to come back to a bunch of levels. I mean, not just because they're connected and stuff, but because of when you beat the game, there's a bunch of challenges that you have to do, like for each area. Like if you get all the so that thumbs up are the challenge things, but you cannot do that until you've beaten the game. And the challenges are like points, a race, but you're not racing anybody. You're trying to beat a certain time, and there are different ranks. And I think you have to get like all first place ranks. I think you have to get a jet rating for everything, which is the highest rating. There's like for on my other file that I have saved, the one that says chapter 9 or whatever, I didn't completely finish that. Like I didn't get all the characters, but I got a bunch of them. And you can now I'm gonna probably spice it up with doing different characters probably, but like at least a bunch of the unlockable characters and stuff. But what was it, so for example, like for all the characters that you can unlock in the game, like all those, like if you look at the character select screen, what you'll see later in this episode, the first top half are the characters that you'll get throughout playing the actual story. The second half, the bottom half, are the ones that you have to unlock doing challenges. And I think some levels have different challenges. I can't quite, like, some of them won't have every single type of challenge. Like, there's a roller coaster level, like, you literally grind on a fucking roller coaster. It's most of the level right there. But that's way down the line. And in order to get a jet rating, you have to pretty much cheat, do a cheap way of doing it, because it's really fucking hard. I've tried it several times trying to beat it. But it's like it's really weird. You can like beat it in like 45 seconds, which is like a crazy ass. Like, I think the lowest, the minimum you have to be under is 1 minute 15 seconds. Now that's not too much room of improvement. Like, that's not much of a difference. But it gets really fucking hard. Now, but we're not going to deal with the challenges for a long time. I mean, we have the entire campaign to play with. Now, there is some replayability after you've beaten the campaign. There's this character. I'm not going to name the character because I guess it would kind of spoilers, but you do get to play as once you can unlock the player. But like all these graffitis that you're spraying on over, I think these ones stay, like, even after the new ones pop up. Like, there's these like these Rukaku graffitis all over the place, and they're in a lot harder places to get. Now, they're completely optional. They do not count towards your 100%ness at all, or 100% at all. It's just an extra thing to do, which they pop up in every area in the game. Like, they'd pop up here, but they didn't be in harder places to get. Like, one of them's over actually up in here, and one of them would be on the ramp. So they're in a lot harder places, and I think these ones also stay. So it kind of makes it so like you graffiti more instead of just erasing these ones and just say, and makes it seem more cohesive, I guess you could say. But enough about that. I don't know if I don't think I told you guys yet, but I just started I edit another channel. Oh, and there's Poison Jam. But I added another channel called The Couch Crew. If you go to my homepage, there's a link up, like the sidebar, where I can put whatever channels I want. They're on that little module. But they're a group of four of my friends, and they started a new channel. And since my friend who manages the channel isn't really quote unquote savvy with editing and stuff like that, I'm helping him out with that. And right now it's just intros and stuff, but I told him to kind of work on the audio and stuff, because right now his videos, like, because the game video and the commentary audio, or the game video and audio and the commentary audio are being recorded as one file, which, you can't, like, I'm recording this post commentary with a separate file, and so it's a little, it's easier for me to like boost the sound of my voice and turn down the game volume. So it's like so I told him to try to get that fixed, and then I'll be able to help him a lot more with that, because apart from the live ones where they're playing Magic the Gathering and movie reviews and stuff, they're doing pretty good for a channel that just started out like about a month ago or something like that, or not even. But guys, you guys should go check them out, see if you like their stuff. So you'll see that the Poison Jam's actually going up to where we were at the beginning of the episode. So you just pretty much have to follow them and stuff a bunch. You just until they get on top of one of the bus terminals. So what else? So that graffiti I was telling you about that pops up, like, it doesn't pop up at the end of the game, but it pops up near the end of the game. So like, I think once one of these mysterious characters kind of like just, you see little snippets, like little cutscene snippets of him, like in other places, like in Chugo Street, which is the next episode. But not like, I'm not saying like after you've been to Chugo Street and you come back or something like that. You'll kind of like try to chase him down and stuff like that, and there'll be a bunch of weird graffiti. There'll be significantly more. I think like either Dogenzaka Hill or here has like 54 when that stuff comes by, or maybe that's 99th Street. I also have to warn you about 99th Street. I'm pretty sure they didn't fix this because, you know, even though the Xbox 360 is a superior to the original Xbox, which should be called the Xbox One instead of just the new one, which is so fucking stupid. Anyways, there's severe slowdown in 99th Street, and it gets really bad sometimes. So if you guys see that, it gets really. I apologize for that. It's out of my control. It's just the game trying to process something that. Because the weird thing is, on the original Xbox, if I had the original Xbox and I was playing it on there, it would actually be working perfectly fine. No slowdown, no nothing. So, yeah. So we're not going to worry about that one right now. But, zoom out a little bit. There we go. Right now, like, the playback is getting kind of laggy, but for you guys, it's perfectly fine. I'm pretty sure. If it is laggy, then I'm sorry about that. It's just stupid computer. Now for the so there's, yeah. So I'm gonna go grab this graffiti soul real quick because I think this is the last one I need to grab. So number 93. I think that's a medium, maybe. Medium or large, I don't know. But you want to have at least 20 cans. Be safe to have the max number because, like, when you're doing the challenge, because you have to be safe, you have to do at least one boost, the way I'm doing it. There's probably a way you can do it without boosting at all, but I'd advise to do it the way I'm going to show you how to do it, because it's one of the easiest ways to do it. But, you don't have to boost twice, but it's easier to boost because see that dinosaur billboard over there behind the poison gem? There's a small platform there, and that counts as one of them. And you have to then when you look away from it, like when your camera's behind, it becomes behind the billboard when you're facing away from the billboard, and it gets kind of fucking annoying. So you have to boost and then immediately press A when you're facing straight away. And here's a combo. We get hit. That's the character that we get in this area. I don't think we get anybody in Chuo Street, and you don't get anybody from 99th Street during the story mode. You have to unlock them later means. So he's thinking that you're the one who was spraying that ugly ass graffiti, but you were actually the one that was covering up the ugly ass graffiti. I think some of it looks kind of cool. It's very purple and stuff. It's like more purple than anything else, obviously. So it's kind of mono, just a single main color, like pink and purple. But some of it still looks kind of cool. You guys have yet to see the extra large poison gem, which I think is pretty cool looking. So here we have to actually trace, do the exact, skate the exact line he does. So I go a little bit earlier, but it still counts. So it's really easy. So Combo's actually a slower character, but I think his health and his combos are a lot. Well, obviously he does better combos because his name is Combo. Just makes sense. But he's a much slower character than most of the other characters. But trust me, it's really big. It's pretty big of a fucking lost my train of thought. Fuck. But we also don't get to unlock any of Poison Jam, so at least until after the game. So you can't get Poison Jam until after you beat the game. You can't get Rapid 99 until after you beat the game, or until after you beat the game. You can't get Poison Jam or not Rapid 99. Those are guaranteed. What would have been really cool is like a cool bonus character would have been like Hayashi, where like if you like beat a certain something, it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna. He's like, I'm done. He's just because you don't actually get to hear his voice because he's introduced. He actually is named in this episode, but it'd be really cool if you could actually play as Hayashi and. Like the whole thing is like, I'm just gonna give in and just join you guys kind of thing. That'd be whole. So that guy in the blue is Hayashi. He is the batshit crazy chief of police. So he's got so this is the first time you actually get to fight him. He's got actually significantly more health. But the next time you fight him in Chuo Street, there's actually a cheap way of beating him like in no time at all. You just have to knock him off the platform. Like, you probably have to boost dash and stuff. Now, when you get knocked down, make sure you can get like grabbed by them, and the more you get grabbed by, the more people you're grabbed, the slower you get, and you can't. I mean, I think you lose more health the more people that are, you know. So that was just me holding the trigger. So instead of just spamming the trigger, actually hold the trigger. It does it much faster. You can also knock them into the electric fence, and that will, I think that kills them. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it killed one of those guys. So, yep. So I'm gonna be quiet for. Oh, yeah. That may happen another time or two. That high pitched thing. So I checked to see if anything was wrong, but I'm gonna be quiet for this.
The station feared and revered by both man and beast. Jet Set Radio, citizens of the underworld. This is your king speaking. Stop what you're doing and listen up. Seems that Poison Jam's graffiti contains a lethal poison, makes people laugh themselves to death. They followed up their performance at Shibuya Terminal with encores at Chuo Street and in Rakaku Dai Heights. Those Poison Jam punks got as much attitude as they are ugly. And Poison Jam has been heating up the streets with their rivalry with the queens of 99th Street. Rapid 99! These ladies hate seafood with a passion and fight with those fish-faced fools. Poison Jam, like cats and dogs. If you can find them out there in the streets, they might slip you some information. And then there's Hayashi, the Rokaku Police Force's own personal version of hell on earth. I mean, even his own partner is afraid of him, because when he loses it, there ain't no telling who he'll shoot at. I mean, he's crazy. Check this out. Just the other day, he freaked out and trashed a patrol car. And why, you may ask? Because one of his subordinates went to buy him his favorite mint candy and came back with coffee flavor instead. What's up with this fool?
So, yeah. So there's combo with like a lot of I forgot what G stamina is. I have to look up what each. Like a lot of the stuff is kind of self-explanatory. Like spray is like faster spraying ability. So like Yo-Yo is pretty damn good at spraying. Now the things, you know how Roboy keeps talking like, you come here. It's just like bunch of tutorial stuff. You can do it if you want, so he can just shut the fuck up. But so this is what you want to do. I cut 20 minutes out, so you guys are lucky that I didn't actually leave all of it in. I mean, I got really frustrated, but it's a post-commentary Let's Play, so So these platforms you actually have to, like, actually land on. Now, some people might think that you actually have to stand and jump on them a couple times to make sure they're registered. It might work. Oh, and that square dragon thing, or like golden dragon thing, that's actually where the graffiti soul pops up. So, as long as you grind, then you're fine. So here are the last 3. I don't know if the ramp, the big one that was just a ramp, I don't know if that one counts. I can't remember. Pretty sure it does. So this is the where you really actually need to boost dash. So there you go. It's that easy. I mean, if you do that easy enough, then it's all good. So, I think, yeah, so next episode is going to be Chuo Street, and then it's going to be, Rokakudaya Heights, and then Rapid 99, and then, 99th Street. That's how I normally play it, so I'm just going to do that. So Chuo Street is right ahead if you follow that street, and then Rokakudai Heights is, Rokakudai Heights and 99th Street you can get from the garage. Now the downside to this game is that there's no fast travel, so if you're at one end of the game, you have to actually travel to each and every single area. I wish that the save points were also fast travel stations, which would be so freaking useful. I mean, that's the only gripe I really have about this game, is that there's no fast travel, because it can take a while to get to and from places. So, like, I can't just go from Shibuya Terminal. Well, there is a way to go from Shibuya Terminal to straight to the garage, but I can't remember. I don't remember which exact street, because I just pop out and just keep on going. I don't really pay attention. But anyways, just every 500 rail, you really want to, like, if it's a nice long rail, remember where those are, because in the challenge things, you really need to, you know. So, first 3 rows are, that you saw for the emblems and stuff. First 3 rows are for default characters, like the story characters that you unlock, and then the last 3 rows are for challenge characters. So, this has been this has been, you know, the Jet Set Radio Let's Play, and I'm actually going to see you guys next time. So, thank you. If you enjoyed the video, like and stuff, and Infinity out.